Hello Insightians, hope you guys are doing well. I am Adithya, faculty at Insight, as well as I take prelim strategy sessions. Okay, and with respect to my UPSC journey, I have cleared 8 prelims, always with the IOFOS cutoff. And today I would like to talk about Conquer Prelims program, because as we have announced the program, there are so many students who are asking the queries regarding some of the features of the program. So I would like to explain in detail regarding how the program has been designed, okay, so that you get a better idea and you can take an informed decision whether join or how you are placed at this point of time. Regarding that, you can take an informed decision. So first I will talk about features of the program. Here we have actually designed 5 pillar approach. What is 5 pillar approach? Per day, 2 sessions will be there. Under each session, there will be a different subject. We have designed the timetable in such a way that the most rewarding subjects have been assigned in the beginning. Later on, we have been given lesser time for the subjects which will give the less marks. I mean, in the prelims, where you can expect lesser number of questions, we have put it at the end, and in the beginning, which are more rewarding in terms of UPSC, we have put it at the beginning. Then how the class is designed is every subject. For example, if I take polity, okay, so polity, first we will talk about subject specific paper analysis, that is what are the important themes that is there in polity and how many questions have been appeared and which kind of question has been appeared. So basically in the beginning we will discuss about themes, for example preamble, fundamental rights, directive principles, fundamental duties, parliament, judiciary, constitutional bodies, and so on. Okay, like that we will divide into various themes and we will discuss how many questions have been appeared. Then we will start from very basic about that subject regarding the very important themes and the core dimension within the important themes. For example, again if I take preamble, what are the ingredients of preamble, what is regarding whether it is a part or not a part, from source of preamble, from where it has been taken, or about amendability of the preamble. Okay, so like that, which are 5-6 core themes from which you can expect the question. Okay, so that will be discussed in detail. And if there are some themes, though they have not been appeared in previous years, but let's assume that they are in news for some or other reason. For example, union territories, states and union territory, union and its territory. If you look at there are not many questions that has been appeared, or you can hardly find a question from that topic in last 10 years. Okay, but somehow if you look at the current affairs from current affairs perspective, there is a division of Jammu Kashmir into Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh union territories, and then merger of Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. So for various reasons they are in news. So we will cover that topic and we will also make you to understand where are the important core dimension within that topic will be discussed in detail. Okay, that is part 1. So once that is done, what we will do is we will also cover the current affairs related to that topic that has been happened in last 1.5 year or 2 years. Then what we will do is we will discuss the prelims question from 2011 to 18 that has been appeared in that chapter. Okay, so once that is done, also we will discuss the relevant skill part, or what are the kind of approach you can have for the bouncer question within that topic. So that can be discussed, and so the overall basically classes we will discuss about the themes, then the core dimensions which in that theme, and then we also discuss about previous year question paper from 2011 to 2018, and then we will also talk about some of the strategies how we can tackle, as well as current affairs regarding to that chapter will be discussed. Okay, that is part number 1. Then there will be a separate session on skill enhancement to maximize your prelims, where how you can eliminate some of the option, how you have to use the common sense and eliminate some of the option. We will have a separate class for that. Along with that, the skill session which we discussed during the class, we also have a separate skill enhancement session. And then, as I told you that we will discuss during the class only 2011 to 18. The reason is we will do the live solving of previous paper of 2019 and 2020. This will be, we will solve in live. So students as well as we both solve together, so that we understand, or you understand how during the exam how we eliminate the option in a live scenario, okay, or how you use the common sense in some of the question. And if there are some of the question which you are really have to leave the question with, if you don't know the answer, then we also talk about such question that even we leave that question rather than putting some logic and explaining you about that, okay. Then short note on specific themes. See, for example, some of the themes, important themes will be given, and also some of the themes, they are not, not as too many questions from, like if you look at, for example, non-constitutional bodies, okay. Non-constitutional body, if you look at last 10 years paper, there is not even a single question from non-constitutional body. So we cannot spend too much time teaching this basically. So for this we will give a short notes with core dimension which is required for prelims, okay. Along with that, some of the important themes like emerging technologies or renewable energy, such kind of thing which are sustainable agriculture practices, something which are more relevant in these days, for them also short notes will be given. Then CSAT, we will not teach anything in CSAT, but we can discuss previous year papers, how you are supposed to approach and what are the different areas that you should focus upon, okay. Then also we will solve some previous year question paper, and we can see how you can apply your common sense and eliminate some of the options. Along with that, what are the focus areas in CSAT? Focus areas, okay. How you can plan your next 45-50 days in terms of CSAT, okay. Then after once the class is done, there we will have regular Zoom session, maybe once in a week, or if there is a need, we can also have twice in a week. But there will be a regular Zoom session. Along with that, since we have made a group, anything for next 40 days, if you have find anything which has not been taught in the class, and then later in the later phase we find that something which is very important, that will also be informed to you through the group. Also you guys can have regular in touch with myself and Thanmay Sir, who has record of the clearing prelims multiple times, and in one of the attempt he has got 160 plus as well. So he also can guide you so you can always contact us through Telegram, and you can send your paper which have been solved, and if you are making some mistakes, we can discuss about it. That will be available till October 10th, okay. So that is about the structure of the class, okay. And here I want to mention few of the points, saying that all the topic will not be covered which are covered only from the UPSC perspective, and also which are not that important core dimension, that will not be covered. Only dimension which are important from the prelims perspective will be covered, and some of the topic which are not been appearing from many of the years, that will not be covered. However, we will give the handout to it so that you don't need to miss anything as such, okay. Then first is who should take this course, okay. So rather than who should take this course, I would like to talk about who should not take this course, okay. First is, if you have not completed your basic even once, if you are a just fresher and you would like to do, and within this 12 days course I can cover everything, that is not true. In that scenario, we don't advise you to take the class who have not even covered static part once, okay. That is first point. And also, if you people are someone who has identified or analyzed the previous year question paper, has identified the themes, and had already made the notes, okay, then again you people may not require this course. If you have sure that if you are getting good scores in test series, and if you have analyzed all and you have made the note, then again I don't think that will be required. Okay. Everyone can take the course, and those who stucking in 90s, and those who are not able to eliminate the option will get stuck with the two options. And those who want to clear the IFOS, and they are in a position to clear the UPSC prelims, but they are also aiming for IFOS. So it will help you to increase your marks by another 20-25 marks. Okay. So someone who have not covered the basic, that is why it will not be that useful. Okay, that is second part. Then some of the questions students are asking, what if I give 8 hours per day, will it not hamper my preparation in the last 50 days? Here, as I told you, it is more or like revision. More we will discuss. For example, we will take a chapter, we will talk about the current affairs, we will also talk about the core dimension. So we also discussed the previous year question paper. So in 11 days, actually you would have covered whole syllabus, rather than it is not that if you have read on your own, you would have covered in 12 days, you would have covered 2 subjects. Here every subject will be covered, even with the current affairs as well as the previous year analysis. So after this 12 days, you will have a clear idea, and you will have the clear direction how you are supposed to use next 45 days, what you are supposed to do in next 45 days. So that is one thing. Second, if some of the students they are asking that they are working professionals. Okay, for them again it will be taking 8 hours per day will be a little bit difficult. Okay, so for them what we suggest is you take one class per day, and whatever that has been taught in the class you go and revise, and other class which has not been, you cannot listen on live, you can listen in the recorded video. So in that way, instead of 26th August, you will finish by 7th September. You will take another 12 days. So you can finish by 7th September. Okay. But before 1 month of the exam, you would have covered everything. You have revised also, because whatever is taught in the class, you have you go to home and then you study about it. So you will be having 1 month before the time you would have finished everything. That is the second. Okay. And also if someone are not that grasping, if they are having that they have covered it once, but giving 8 hours again for them, if it becomes very difficult, then they can also follow the same strategy, that take one class per day, and whatever the been taught in the class, you go and revise at home, and cover the relevant current affairs, everything. Then you can finish the entire syllabus by 7th September with proper revision and proper direction. Okay. Then current affairs, will it covered holistically? So some of the students are thinking that whole current affairs will be covered. Important themes related current affairs will be covered. Okay. But if there are some of the minute current affairs will not be covered in this class. For example, a frog species found in a Western Ghat, which is not that relevant from the UPSC perspective, those smaller things will not be covered. Very, whatever the current affairs that has been happened in a important themes, as well as some of the current affairs, maybe in citizenship, maybe we can talk about NPR and, NRC, then also we can talk about OCI. So these kind of things which are in news, we will discuss about it. Okay. Then live or recorded class, it will be live, but it also we give the recorded class, and it will be, you will have access to it till 10th of October, that is prelims. Till prelims you will have the access, online and offline. Again, those who have been vaccinated with at least one dose can come and sit in Bangalore center. Okay. So offline classes will be available for such students. CSAT, as I told you, there will be one class which we will discuss how trends in previous year question papers, what you are supposed to focus. Then we will solve some questions to understand it. Solve previous year questions to understand exactly how the question are being set, how you are supposed to answer, how you can eliminate some of the options. Okay. Then as I already talked about the working professional and short note, as I told you, it will be given not for each and every topic, only for some of the main themes, as well as those themes which we don't teach in the class. For that we will give the short notes. Okay. Handhold support, again I already spoke about it, that we have the Zoom session, interactive Zoom session. Also you will also can have one-to-one contact through the Telegram, and you can keep sending your answers, and if you are missing somewhere, we can discuss about where you are missing, and we will help you for till your prelims. In Zoom session, I talked about how it is different from APEC courses, because APEC classes we have covered everything from the prelims perspective only, but the difference is in APEC every subject has been dealt in little bit more length and detail. That is point number one. For example, even for art and culture or ancient India and medieval India, they have been 4 to 5 classes. But if you look at number of questions that will appear, that will be only 3 to 4 questions from ancient India. So here there was a equal focus. So if you have covered them well, and if you have analyzed the in our strategy class in APEC, we have told you how to analyze the paper, and we have derived some of the themes. Though if you have derived the themes, and if you have made yourself notes as I told you, and you have made the notes for those themes with the core dimension, then that is not required for you. The course may not be required for you. But if you have understood the themes, if you have understood how to analyze, but you have not made any notes on that themes, now what we are going to do is we are about to teach the themes itself. Rather than just telling these are the themes, we will discuss the themes itself. We will discuss the content within the themes itself. Okay. So if you have not made that, then it will be useful. If you have already followed whatever that has been told in the strategy class, if you have followed the strategy, then there might not be need for the students who have taken the APEC classes. And someone who have got the access to APEC classes at this point of time, it will be a little bit lengthy. It will be it may take another 30-40 days to cover it if you start listening to all the classes. But here it will be get over by 12 days. Okay. And CSAT, everything will be covered in such a way. Okay. This is the whole plan. So if you are those who have been stucking in 85 to 95, or you can consider 85 to 95 from last 2-3 years, or if you are scoring 100 plus, but if you are targeting for IFOS, okay, or you have been finished your basics, but you are not able to consolidate. Now you are in a position how to consolidate the whole syllabus at this point of time. You may take 6-7 days for polity only, or 7-8 days for economy only. So you will get confused because there are so many materials flooded in the market. So in that scenario, you don't know how to go, and you want the clear direction, then this program will be helpful. So with our experience of clearing prelims many a times, always with the IFOS cutoff, both I and Thanmay Sir, we can tell you that this program will help you to get 25 to 30 marks more than what you are getting before. So if you are really getting very less marks at this point of time, 30, 35, 40, then again it might not be helpful. So we have to be very frank enough. So in that scenario, take a call where exactly do you stand at this point of time, on which stage you are. So you can decide whether to join the class, or you can do it on yourself. Anyways, that's it basically from my side. All the best for those who are appearing this year, and we will if time permits, we will meet. So further times with those students who have not even taken the course, and those anyways who have taken the course, we will meet them in the class, and others also in the September we will see. Okay, that is the whole scenario. All the best to everyone, okay, for appearing in 2021. Be calm and manage your 2 hours and these 2 months as well. 2 hours in the examination hall and 2 months before the examination hall, with a proper strategy. So it will you will surely clear the exam if you follow the proper analysis. So all the best. Thank you.